Joel Lorenzi with the Oklahoma. And Shai, I just wondered in these two games what you've learned about what it sort of takes to operate with a 10 to 20 point lead against Indiana, and what you felt maybe was different about the middle quarters tonight than the other night.
You have to stay focused on the task at hand. Now, whatever that may be for your team and how you want to attack them or go about the game plan, but you have to lock in and stay focused. And even tonight, we've had some moments of slippage. Now, you're not going to be perfect out there ever, but it goes without saying, like, to make it this far into the season, it's going to take supreme level of focus to reach the ultimate goal. And they're a display of that to the highest form. Like, they play a full 48 minutes, and you can't just throw the first punch. You got to try to throw all the punches all night. And yeah, that's what we did. We threw enough punches tonight to get a W.
Joe, next.
Joe Masato, the Oklahoman. Shai, what do you think of the minutes that Aaron Wiggins gave you guys off the bench and just his shot making in this one?
Yeah, big time. He, it's impressive to me. Like, he's been exactly who he's been all year throughout the playoffs. Like, sometimes he gets 20 minutes, sometimes he gets 2 minutes, sometimes he gets 10. Like, it's all over the place, and no matter what, he finds a way to impact winning for us. And you need it in the biggest moments. No one-man show can win you an NBA championship. And for him to rise to the occasion and just be who he's been in the biggest moment of his basketball career is it's pretty gutsy. Says a lot about the competitor and the man he is. So hats off to Wiggs.
Dan over here on the left.
Dan Devine, Yahoo Sports. First quarter, pretty tight, only a couple of possessions separation. Then you go off on that big run in the second quarter. I think it was 19-2. Just what did you see? What was going on during that run to allow you to establish that separation? And did that kind of feel like you guys play into your identity, maybe more than you were able to in game one?
Yeah, we got stops. We ran. We capitalized on our opportunities. We just strung it together. And I think we strung it together more often than we did in game one tonight, especially on the defensive end of the floor.
We're going to go Nick. Mike's coming over.
Shai, I just want to ask you about the offense overall, 25 assists, and it just seemed like you had some of those ball movement plays that we've seen all season long, and why you were able to get to more of that tonight.
Every night you, me personally, you try to attack the defense, and you try to just, like, make the right play. You try to make them pay for what they throw at you, coverage-wise, scheme-wise. And I think tonight, myself for sure, did a better job of attacking it. But as a whole, we did a better job of attacking it. We were a little bit sticky last game, but you have games like that. It sucks to be on this stage and have games like that, but it is what it is. It's where we are, right? It's where our feet are, and all you can do is try to be better for the next one. And I've said that over the past couple of days, and I think we did a good job of that on both ends of the floor.
Second row on your right.
Shai, Guilherme Sacco from ESPN Brazil. Game one was loud, but today it was loudest. As a Brazilian, I think that it's the closest that you can have to a South American soccer crowd. How much of a factor does they play on your wing?
Yeah, it helps a lot. It feels like throughout the whole playoffs, the crowd has found a way to get louder every game. I don't know how they do it. But yeah, it's special to be able to play in front of them. It honestly, like, it makes the road games a little bit easier because it feels like it's almost not as loud as it's been at home. So yeah, they're special, the best fans in the world.
Fred over here on the left.
Fred Katz from The Athletic. Shai, getting back to the offense, it seemed like you guys really made an effort to kind of get into your sets earlier in the clock and get into that pacing more. How much of a sticking point was that for you? And if so, how helpful was that in just kind of being able to run the offense how you guys normally do?
I'm not too sure. That wasn't like something that we try to emphasize going into the game. But I think we just had a better flow to us tonight offensively, more in rhythm. And I think that is definitely a product of it. You give yourself more time through a possession, you can work it more. Not something we tried to specifically do, but stuff like that definitely helps, the little things.
Fourth row on the right.
Valencia King, Real Talk Sports. Shay, I heard you mention having an extreme level of focus tonight. As you guys head into Indiana, I know the word momentum gets tossed around a lot. Is there a momentum that you can carry over, or is it a reset?
Every game's a reset, especially at this stage in the season. A series looks so different. We've had a series where we lost a game and won the next one by 40. We've had a series where we won 2 in a row by 20 and then lost the next one by 40. So it's like every game's a reset. And basketball reminds you of that. It's very humbling. It shows you that if you don't stay in the moment, if you don't come play ready to play, no matter who you are, no matter what you just did, you can get beat and beat pretty bad. And we've learned those lessons, so we should be ready to go.
Michael and Sam, last two on the right.
Shea, Michael Grange, Sportsnet, Toronto. What does it say that in a game that's pretty much a very crucial win to get, that I think you had 6 different assists to 6 different three-point shooters, and that you were so willing to rely on your teammates in a situation like this?
The way I see it, I have no choice. No one-man show achieves what I'm trying to achieve with this game. All the stats and the numbers, they're fun, but I don't play in space as much as I do without having them out there. I don't get open as much as I do without having the screeners out there, whether it's a slide out or a set. Like, those guys are the reason why we're as good of a team as we are, and I just add to it. So the way I see it, I had no choice. They were ready for the moment, as I knew they would be, and they performed.
Sam, last question, front right.
Sam Amick, The Athletic. Shea, your 72 points in the first 2 games is an all-time high for a player in his first 2 finals games. Allen Iverson had 71. How does that hit you? And beyond your scoring, because that's not the end of your game, just how do you feel like you are meeting this moment on the final stage?
I'm being myself. I don't think I tried to reinvent the wheel or step up to the plate with a different mindset. Just try to attack the game the right way, and I think I've done a pretty good job of that so far. Now, I would trade the points for 2 W's for sure, but this is where our feet are, this is where we are, and you can't go back in the past. You can only try to make the future better, so that's what I'm focused on. Absolutely.
Thank you, Shay.